some canned food for the food drive that's coming up. You should do it too. If you're interested in helping hand the food out, DM us and we'll get you the details. If you are used to serving with kids' games, sign up for Curbside Church and bring church to families in the community. Go to the NCCC Children's Ministry Instagram account and DM them to get signed up now. If you miss church in person and you're tired of screens, then go to the church on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for an in-person gathering and worship service. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, y'all, here's the thing. We've got some guidelines that are gonna help us continue to meet in person, and we really want you to follow these requirements. We need you to, so that we can keep meeting in person, because we know you love it a lot more than Zoom. So here's the deal. You need to wear your mask at all times. You need to stay outside, and you gotta stay 6 feet apart. No touchy. And no sharing food. Please, if you bring it, don't share it. Bring your own, do it, and stay away. Here's the other thing. We do not wear our masks under here. We gotta wear them over here. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you there.
Hey, VOX family, how you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. I can't believe it's already been an entire week since we've had our last VOX night. For those of you guys watching this who don't know, we've kind of been meeting together Wednesday nights at 6:30 on campus for some distanced worship, just together as a VOX family before we break into our different small groups. So if you haven't been, feel free to swing by. It's been amazing. So would love to see you there. If you guys don't have a leader, again, you can DM us on Instagram or just show up on campus tonight and we'll get you plugged in. But we've been going through the book of Mark, and each week as we've been looking at the life of Jesus, we have been talking about what it means to actually have like the lifestyle of Jesus, because we cannot expect to have the life of Jesus, to walk in the things that he walked in, if we don't have his lifestyle and do the things that he did, and live life out the way that he did. And so we've been looking at a different value each week. We've talked about intentionality and how Jesus was intentional about the people that he spoke to, and the relationships that he had, and the encounters that he had with people. He was very intentional. We've looked at how Jesus values the entire person. He doesn't just care about one part of who we are. Like he actually cares about us as a whole. And then last week, we just walked through what it looks like to live life out in community. Jesus had a community of people around him. I mean, God himself, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, 3 in 1. God, since before time began, has always been in community with himself, which is so hard to understand, but it's who he is. And so tonight we're looking at what it means to be alone with the Father, to spend time in prayer with God, but particularly prayer in those moments of solitude, those moments when we can get away with the Lord and quiet our minds and allow him to speak to us and just hear that still small voice of God. If we look at the life of Jesus in the Gospel of Mark, I mean, there are countless times when even like in the midst of Jesus, times in his life when he had this incredibly large following. You look at the Sermon on the Mount where he had thousands of people gathered from all over to listen to him speak. I mean, even the times when he was like the most popular in his ministry, he made it a point to turn down the interviews and turn down the spotlight, and to actually retreat and to get alone with God. We see that time and time again in the life of Jesus. He would withdraw to a quiet place to be alone with the Father. So it is one of the most important parts of how we should live out our faith and live out the Christian walk. And so tonight, as we break into small groups, I had a couple questions for you guys to talk over with your groups and with your group leaders. Number one, do you find it difficult to spend time alone with God? And if so, What do you think some of the reasons are as to why it's difficult? So that's question number one. Question number two, why is time alone with God important? We see that it is, but why is it important? Why is it important to get away with God, just you and Him, and spend that quality time? Third question for tonight is, what are some practical things you can do to make alone time with God something that you regularly practice? Not just a one-time kind of like, I'll do it this time, and like not whenever I feel like it kind of thing. But what are some practical things you can do to make it a regular part of your routine? So those are the three questions for tonight. Hope you guys have an amazing time in group, an amazing time in discussion tonight, just growing together, getting closer to the Lord. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.